Tell me if you've ever had one of these moments lately. You're more tired, you're feeling more overwhelmed, you're frustrated, and you're snapping at people. And even though you're eating all the same food and you're doing all the same movement and exercise, your body is just different. Today, we are talking about 3 midlife symptoms that nobody connects to hormones or physiology, but they should. And once you recognize this pattern in yourself, I promise your whole health journey will make a lot more sense. Welcome to Healthier Midlife, the podcast for women who want real, natural solutions to feel strong, calm, and confident in their bodies again. I'm Christine Roberson, a certified nutrition consultant and health coach. Let's dive in. Okay, ladies, welcome back to Healthier Midlife. And today we are talking about 3 symptoms that us women get in our midlife years that very few people equate with hormonal changes, but they should. First, let's talk about the physiology behind these symptoms. And really, it's your hormones changing. Your estrogen has plummeted, maybe disappeared entirely, as well as your progesterone. And your cortisol hormone, that is the stress hormone, is through the roof, sky high. And the difference in this calibration of your hormones is wreaking havoc in your body. This is how we are getting hot flashes and brain fog and night sweats. But we're also getting some other symptoms that you may not be equating with your hormone imbalance right now. And the problem is estrogen really acts like a superwoman hero in our bodies. It reduces inflammation. It protects our joints. It changes the way our body processes sugar and fat. So when that estrogen hormone plummets, everything changes in our bodies. So the first symptom that I want to talk about today is your diminishing tolerance for stress. And you probably know what I'm talking about here. You've probably felt it before. Things that used to easily roll off your shoulders, no big deal, is now a very big deal. And it kind of feels like it's the last straw, like not one more thing. It could be spilled coffee, it could be traffic, it could be noise, it could be losing your glasses. It all seems so much more of a big deal nowadays. And I think systemically in our society, we equate menopause and midlife years with just bitchiness. But really, it's not our personalities changing. It's just that our stress hormone, cortisol, is through the roof, and our estrogen, which used to chill us out, is almost gone. So there really is a physiological explanation to why we are so cranky. With that loss in estrogen, we have literally lost our buffer that used to help things just roll off of our shoulders. So as a result, our irritability has gone up, our emotional bandwidth has gone down, we get overwhelmed much quicker now, and decision fatigue becomes real fatigue. And like I said, this is not a personality difference. This doesn't mean that we are emotionally weaker. It just means that our tolerance for stress is different now. And really, it's our bodies asking us for new things like less chaos and clearer boundaries and more recovery time between demands. And really, our bodies are just craving more routine and predictability. So if this is you, if this is a symptom that you are really struggling with right now, try this. Try doing gentle, calming things that deepen your breath, slow your heart rate down, and allow your shoulders to drop. It could be as simple as putting your hand on your chest and breathing in for a count of 4 and out for a count of 4. The point is, you want to send a signal back to your nervous system that you are safe and there's no reason to stress. The second symptom that is not often talked about in our midlife years is energy crashes. Fatigue in our midlife years really is tricky. It's not just feeling like you're tired or you just want to sit on the couch and relax. Really, there's a pattern to it. And once you spot that pattern, you can actually work with your body. But here's what's really going on internally in your body. Our midlife bodies just do not tolerate extremes anymore. Big blood sugar swings, late night snacking, skipping meals, or getting to bed later than we really should. All of these are extremes that midlife bodies, because of our changes in hormones, are growing more and more intolerant to. And you may have noticed this already. You may have noticed that you can't have a cup of coffee in the afternoon because it's going to keep you up all night. Or if you drink that last glass of wine right before you're going to go to bed, you're going to get hot flashes. So your body is signaling exactly this type of intolerance to extremes to you right now. And one of the signals that it's sending is fatigue. So that mid-afternoon crash or brain fog or just feeling tired and needing to sit down after exerting yourself, these are all biological energy warning signs. They're not personal failures, and they're not because we are getting old. So this fix, I think, is pretty magical because once you see the pattern in yourself, in your day-to-day life, it becomes an easier fix. It becomes an easier choice and an easier decision. So eliminating some extremes would look like steadier meals, fewer skipped breakfasts, a protein at every meal, morning light, specifically sunlight, in your eyes, on your face, first thing in the morning or when the sun rises, lower caffeine reliance, and nervous system downshifts. So if this symptom is really aggravating you right now, try taking a baby step toward more habit and routine for your body, especially if you are hearing the message that it's sending you. Try adding protein to your first meal of the day, to your breakfast. That's actually one of the easiest and fastest ways to reduce a mid-afternoon energy crash. And the third midlife symptom that not a lot of people are equating to hormones or physiology is your weight fluctuations. And here's the thing that many doctors and personal trainers don't clearly tell us. Midlife weight changes are not primarily about calories. They are about the load of things that we are carrying. That total load on our bodies include a bag of emotional load, a bag of stress load, a bag of inflammation load, a bag of metabolic load, and a bag of sleep load. Or maybe we're missing that bag of sleep load, if you know what I mean. Our bodies in our midlife years are constantly asking if it is safe to let go of the extra weight. And when that answer is no, even when you're eating the same number of calories and the same type of food, your body will not let go of that weight. I hear a lot of ladies say that they struggle with weight loss until they start to feel calmer in their bodies, and then all of a sudden, weight loss becomes easy. And if you think about it, that really makes sense because our metabolism is very closely tied to our stress, our inflammation, and our recovery capacity. And it's not just about food. So again, our bodies are asking for predictability. They're asking for calmness. Our bodies are asking for protein and fiber and lots of colors on our plates. Our bodies are asking for gentle movement. And our bodies are asking for fewer stress spikes and better sleep. So try this tiny step for this symptom if this is really getting to you. After a meal, take a 5 or 10 minute walk. This is going to help with your digestion, your blood sugar, your stress, and really your energy levels too. A 5 or 10 minute walk after one meal is a really good way to hit that reset button in your body. So there you have it, ladies. Those are the 3 symptoms that not a lot of people will contribute to your changing hormones. The weight shift, the energy crashes, and the stress overload. And really what all of this means is that, like I said, it's not a personality flaw. You're not over emotional. You're not undisciplined. You're not forgetful. And you're not being dramatic. We are just living in bodies that's asking for steadier rhythms, simplified routines, better nourishment, better rest, and less stress. Our bodies want sustainable habits, not heroic habits. The good news is none of this is your fault, and the even better news is this is all fixable. So if you were my client and I was coaching you through one of these 3 symptoms, I would recommend that you try one baby step experiment for a week and see how that moves the needle for you. So one example of a tiny baby step for a week that you could try would be adding protein to your breakfast, or doing a short session of mindful meditation, breathing exercises, or even taking that 5 or 10 minute walk after one meal each day. Just one baby step. That is all it really can take. Our midlife bodies do not respond well to big, gargantuan, giant overhauls in our habits and routines. But it does respond to small, repeatable, and easy, doable habits. And if this episode made something click for you and you're thinking, oh, wow, that's totally me, consider heading over to my website and booking a free wellness call with me. It's a 20-minute conversation with you and me, and we'll go over what symptoms you're having and possible solutions. And by the end of the conversation, you will have your own customized baby step. My first calls are always complimentary, and you can sign up for them at healthyhermidlife.com/coaching. And while you're there, you may also want to download my free Midlife Metabolic Reset Guide. It is a free guide as a thank you for subscribing to my weekly email newsletter. You can find that at healthyhermidlife.com/reset. Okay, ladies, that's all I have for you this week. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, give it a like, a share, and also let all of your amazing midlife girlfriends know about Healthy Her Midlife. It really does help me grow. If you are watching this podcast on YouTube, please consider subscribing. And if you are listening on your favorite podcast device, please also follow the show and give it a like and a positive review. Thank you so much for joining me this week, and I will see you next week on Healthy Her Midlife. Thanks for spending time with me on Healthy Her Midlife. If today's episode spoke to you, download your free Midlife Metabolic Reset Guide or book a coaching call at healthyhermidlife.com. See you next time.